Imagine walking into a room full of competitors, people who want your job, your clients, your spotlight. But instead of clashing with them, you move like a chess master in a room full of checkers. No raised voices. No dirty tactics. Just quiet moves that put you 10 steps ahead before they even know they're playing catch-up. In this video, I'll show you 5 powerful ways to outsmart your rivals without ever touching conflict. No drama. No ego battles. Just strategy that works like magic. In any competitive environment, whether it's business, sports, academia, or even social circles, rivalries are inevitable. While some choose direct confrontation or aggressive tactics to gain the upper hand, those who play the long game understand that real power lies in subtlety, strategy, and composure. Outsmarting your rivals doesn't require you to engage in conflict. In fact, the most effective competitors know how to win without making enemies. Here are 5 powerful, ethical strategies to outmaneuver your rivals while keeping your reputation and relationships intact. 1. Leverage information strategically. Knowledge is power, but wisdom is knowing how to use it. One of the most effective ways to outsmart a rival is by acquiring and utilizing superior information. This doesn't mean engaging in espionage or unethical data gathering. Instead, develop a mindset that constantly seeks insight. Know your industry or field better than anyone else. Keep up with emerging trends, technology, and research. Study your rivals. Understand their strengths, weaknesses, and patterns of behavior. What motivates them? What are their blind spots? Monitor quietly. Don't make a show of your research. Let your actions reflect your knowledge. When you are the most informed person in the room, you don't have to be the loudest. Subtle, well-informed decisions compound over time and give you a sustainable edge. While others are reactive, you become proactive. Example: a savvy entrepreneur may not confront a competing business directly. Instead, they might use market data to identify underserved niches or inefficiencies in their rival's customer experience, then quietly launch improvements that attract clients organically. 2. Build an unshakable network. You may have heard the saying, "It's not what you know, it's who you know." The real advantage comes when you combine both. While rivals might spend energy attacking or isolating others, you can build bridges. Strong, diverse relationships amplify your influence and create a network of opportunities that rivals can't penetrate. Why this works? Allies advocate for you when you're not in the room. Diverse input strengthens your ideas and reduces blind spots. Collaboration often beats competition. Focus on authentic connections rather than superficial alliances. Take time to understand people's goals and offer value without immediate expectations. Over time, you'll be the person everyone wants to work with, and rivals will find it harder to compete when you're surrounded by loyal support. Example: in corporate settings, while some colleagues try to outshine others for promotions, a smarter employee might focus on being a reliable team player, cultivating trust across departments. When leadership looks for someone to promote, they'll gravitate toward the one with influence and goodwill, not just the loudest performer. 3. Master the art of timing. Outsmarting a rival often comes down to knowing when to act. The difference between a failed idea and a game-changing one can be a matter of timing. While some people rush to be first or strike too late, strategic thinkers recognize and wait for the right moment. How to master timing? Observe cycles and patterns. Whether in markets, team dynamics, or personal behavior, most things follow rhythms. Anticipate rather than react. Use patience as a tactic. While others exhaust themselves with hasty moves, you can watch and plan. Bide your time until conditions favor you. Act decisively when the time comes. Being patient doesn't mean being passive. When the moment arrives, move swiftly and with confidence. Example: a politician might wait until a rival has overextended on a controversial issue, then present a balanced alternative that appeals to a broader audience. They avoid the backlash while gaining public favor, without confrontation. 4. Cultivate a unique value proposition. When you differentiate yourself clearly, you make direct rivalry irrelevant. Rivals can only compete with you if you're playing the same game. The most strategic individuals and organizations find a way to change the game entirely. Ways to do this: develop a niche or specialty that others haven't mastered. Highlight what only you can offer. This could be a perspective, style, experience, or combination of skills. Continually innovate. Don't rest on current success, always look for ways to refine and improve. This doesn't mean being flashy or always chasing the next big thing. Rather, it's about building a brand, personal or professional, that stands apart. When people see you as incomparable, rivals become irrelevant. Example: a consultant might avoid head-to-head competition by offering a boutique service tailored for a specific type of client, such as eco-conscious startups. By becoming the go-to expert in that space, they create loyalty and recognition that generic competitors can't match. 5. Win with emotional intelligence. While rivals may lean into ego, aggression, or manipulation, you can win by being emotionally intelligent, aware of your emotions and those of others. This gives you a tactical edge in conversations, negotiations, and leadership. Here's how emotional intelligence works in your favor. Stay calm under pressure. When your rival lashes out or tries to provoke you, your composure becomes your power. Read people accurately. Understand what others really want, not just what they say they want. This lets you offer solutions they didn't know they needed. Influence without intimidation. People respond to those who make them feel understood and respected. Emotional intelligence makes you a better communicator and strategist. While others are stuck in reactive mode, you're playing chess with human nature itself. Example: in a heated team meeting, a rival might try to discredit your idea publicly. Instead of retaliating, you respond calmly, validating their concern while reframing your point more clearly. The group sees your maturity, and the rival comes off as combative. Outsmarting rivals without conflict isn't about avoiding competition, it's about rising above it. The real victory lies not in defeating others, but in becoming so capable, so respected, and so well positioned that you no longer need to engage in petty battles. These 5 strategies: information, relationships, timing, differentiation, and emotional intelligence, aren't short-term tricks. They're long-term disciplines that build a reputation and network of influence too strong to be undone by direct attacks. Here's the irony: when you stop focusing on your rivals and start focusing on mastery, your success becomes inevitable. Rivals will still exist, but they'll be competing with a version of you that's no longer within reach. In a world where conflict is often glamorized and confrontation is seen as strength, choosing strategy over strife is a sign of true leadership. Outsmarting your rivals without engaging in battle is not only possible, it's sustainable, ethical, and deeply rewarding. Take the higher path, not because it's easy, but because it's powerful. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.